Last year at the Greater Hartford Disc Golf Open, it was Bobby Cowperthwaite coming out on top of day one with a 3-stroke lead over Prodigy Disc-sponsored player Paul Ulibarri. Does Bobby have what it takes to make it 2 years in a row? Stay tuned as Disc Golf Monthly starts now. Welcome to another edition of Disc Golf Monthly. We're in Manchester, Connecticut at the 2014 Greater Hartford Disc Golf Open. Hello everyone, I'm Carl Cubbage. I'm joined by fellow disc golfer, you all know him by now, world-renowned legend in Delaware, Jimmy McIlvaine. Jimmy, we're moving north, we're here in Connecticut. Tell us about this event.
Yeah, this is it's been an ongoing event for a few years now. It's either before or after Vibram, so it gets a lot of play from some of the top pros in the area, around the country that, are going to the Vibram. So each year you get to see some really, really good play here.
We do, and last year we got to see world champion Paul Macbeth going at the local.
Yeah, and the local one. I mean, that's that's just got to be thrilling for anybody, to taking down the world champ. He took out Paul Ulibarri. I mean, that's what makes this sport so cool. I mean, you can take out someone like that.
And it's a beautiful course. They've got a lot of open and woods to navigate on this course.
There's a lot of things going on here. You got some OB thrown in. You got some elevation change. You got some really, really long holes. Some really tight little wooded holes. Some really, complicated, little complicated in the woods where they're like 90-degree turns here or there. You got to fight the OB, on a couple of holes. There's a lot going on in this course.
Well, Jimmy, this month we're covering day one of the event, the first 2 rounds. And, that first round always means previous round highlights. So why don't we go down and see how they're throwing them here in Hartford.
Jason Dorr, driving basket 7.
Jason gets it up there, looking good. Flexing back to the left. Nice landing near our cameraman.
Julie Furdella, putting basket 16.
Julie pours it in.
Ricky WYSOCKI, driving basket 12.
Ricky with a nice rip. Coming back to the left. Nice landing.
Ricky WYSOCKI, birdie putt, basket 12.
Oh, a big jump putt there. Just pours it over the rim.
Garrett Gerthy, driving basket 7.
Garrett, one of the longest throwers in the game of disc golf. All right.
Pat Barnett, putting basket 5.
Oh, Pat floats it in. Nice shot.
Garrett Gerthy, driving basket 8.
Garrett right down the middle. Around the bend.
Patrick DiCaprio, putting basket 4.
Patrick, nice shot right in the center.
Steve Rico, driving basket 12.
Steve, a legend in the sport of disc golf. Nice shot there.
James Collins, putting basket 17.
Nice smooth flow on that putt.
Max Nichols, driving basket 7.
Max cranks it out. Coming to the left. Breaking back to the right.
Silvio Sanchez, putting basket 12.
Beautiful stroke there.
Bobby Cowperthwaite, driving basket 18.
Bobby won it last year, the local, with a nice shot.
Andrew Tabazinski, putting basket 12.
Andrew puts it in there.
Tyler Grady, driving basket 7.
Tyler launches it up high. back to the left.
Dominic Stanford, putting basket 18.
Dominic, nice follow through. And that's it, folks, for the previous round highlights. Well, Jimmy, we got to see some great shots here at Hartford. It's a beautiful day for day one. And what do you think it's going to take here at Hartford? What kind of shots? I know I ask that every month, but here at Hartford, what's it going to take, Jimmy?
Some serious power. I mean, there's no doubt. There's some long holes here. I mean, you might be able to get through the wooded holes and be okay, but you're gonna have to throw with the big boys. We've seen, like I said, we got some of the top pros here. These guys are throwing 450, 500 feet without even breaking a sweat. They've all got flick shots or rollers. I mean, for any of the locals like Bob did last year to do something, they're going to have to throw it big.
Well, it'd be interesting to see as this event unfolds if the local Bobby Cowperthwaite could do it again. But, Jimmy, who are the players that we're going to follow during day one here at the Greater Hartford Open?
Cool. In first place with a 58 is Ricky WYSOCKI from Fort Mill, South Carolina. And second with a 61 is Steve Rico from Salmar, California. And second, also tied with a 61, is Tyler Grady from Whitefield, Maine. And in fourth place with a 62 is Pat Barnett from Farmington, Connecticut.
Well, Jimmy, on that list of players, there's two very recognizable National Tour elite players there. Playing against a couple of locals should be some interesting dynamics.
That is what, like we were just talking about with Bobby last year. That is what's interesting. This course is it's got a lot of complexity to it. So some of the locals sometimes can have a little bit of advantage. When the touring pros come here, even though there's a lot of touring pros come here, they're concentrating on Vibram. Okay, they're concentrating on Maple Hill. That gives someone a chance to take somebody out. If you're really concentrating on this course. Problem with that though is that we were just talking about these big places. Ricky and Stevie can throw big, and Ricky's got a great flick shot. Stevie's got a great roller. Ricky's just coming out of the Vibram, right down to like one bad roll away from winning it. He's probably hungry right now, and this could be, you could be putting on a show here.
Well, it should be another exciting one, Jimmy. Folks, stay with us. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to cover round 2 of day 1. Please stay with us. All right, folks, here we are in the second round of the first day. That's like the guy that says, goal! He's got it, extending the start there. Got a set of lungs, Jimmy. All right, so we're starting off here. We've got Ricky WYSOCKI with a 58 and a tight group of 3 players behind him. Let's see what happens here, folks, as we move right on to basket 1. It's a par 4, 622 feet.
OB, the whole left side.
Ricky launches it up there.
Well, it's definitely not OB. I think he went long.
Steve Rico from the West Coast. Legacy Discs. Hammers it out, coming back to the left. And he's safe. Local player, Jimmy Tyler Grady.
See how his nerves hang out here.
Sends a rocket up there, cutting it in
He's
tight.
Got to.
Oh, he's safe. I think he's safe, yes.
No, he's OB.
OB.
That's what the sign says. think there's a drop zone, though, because I don't think he was ever inbounds.
Left hand. I'm not sure if this is out to the right, Jimmy.
I don't think the right's out. Yeah, he was out.
Tyler was out, so he re-tees on his third shot. He's got to crank it close. We'll have a look at the par. Pat Barnett was across the road, but he's safe. Nice low rocket there. Puts it right on the money. Chance for Tyler to save his par, even though he went out of bounds on his drive. Jump putt. Just caught the tray. Pat, the other local player in this group, just twisted away. This man that's really made a name for himself in the sport of disc golf, Ricky WYSOCKI, makes the putt.
Dude, I mean, he's just playing phenomenal.
Starts it with a birdie. Steve with a birdie. All right, well, we've got a tight matchup at the top. Let's see who makes a run at Ricky. Folks, we're moving on to basket 2. It's a par 3, 315 feet.
Once again, OB on the whole left side. Looks like Ray's going to throw right over the OB for the flick shot.
Wow, look at that laser beam
Dude,
shot there. Oh, wow. Just behind the basket. He had a good run at it. He had the line. Steve catches an early branch. Another nice low shot down the left side. Goes down the right, needs a good skip.
That's how you play the right hand.
There you go. Steve just puts it right on the pole. Tyler from the woods.
Try and get that stroke back from the last hole.
Can he? He does.
Wow, nice putt. Is that Ricky in there?
Yep, he just went behind the basket. He's not that far away. Looks like we're going to see a second deuce. Pat with a nice drive. He picks up the birdie. 3 birdies there. Ricky just extends his lead by another stroke. Folks, we're here at basket 3. It's a par 4, 372 feet.
You'd see another one of Ricky's flick shots.
And it's such a rocket, Jimmy.
Well, he's probably got to slow it way down on this hole. I mean, this is just one of those little, you know, touchy holes I was telling you about before that play in these woods.
Well, Jimmy, we've talked about it before, how these top-level players, just having that forehand has just added so much depth to the game.
Well, it has. Yeah, it's sort of funny. One of the players that, when I first started playing, was Scott Stokely, that, you know, everyone knew at the time. He's just coming back into the game, and that was his thing. The difference with Ricky, though, is Ricky is such a finesse player with that power.
He just crafts it.
Right. Yeah, and he's such a good putter too. Where I think that if, you know, if Stokely would have been as good of a putter, he would have gave Klima back in the day a little bit more of a run than he did. But Ricky's just got it all together. I think right now, if it wasn't for, you know, Paul Macbeth, he would probably be the man right now. There's that little compact throw.
Steve's always on that approach shot, yeah.
Seems like he's throwing it hard. I mean, he's only throwing like a 150-foot shot. It just looks like he's powering through it.
Tyler just tails away to the left. Pat with a nice shot up high and holds the chains. Nice shot there, Tyler. Effortless putt by Steve Rico. All right, well, we've got 3 birdies there. Ricky still maintains that 4-stroke lead. Jimmy, we're off to basket 4. It's a par 3, 186 feet.
Tight. It's tight.
Yep, that was looking nice.
And I play Iron Hill. And if I say it's tight, it's tight. It's tight.
Even though you've taken 4 trees out.
Hey, dude, don't start.
All right, here we go. Let's see if he can get by all the trees. 1 there. 2 players, 2 trees.
I'll have you know I took out 4 more this week alone.
3 players, 3 trees. This is a tight hole, Jimmy. You called it.
Yeah, it is. If you're playing a 186-foot hole in an A-tier, there's got to be something to it. You know, from immediately even seeing it on
Wow,
the
Steve
card.
is down low. He's got to carry that elevation. Close. Nice view of Ricky's putt. Right on. Look, he's got an awkward stance. Look, he hits his left. Oh, cans it. Great follow through.
That used to be his stance where he had that little staggered thing going, and he switched into a more inline putter now. So I doubt it's as uncomfortable for him as it is for a lot of people.
Tyler just grazes the chains on the right. Well, look at that. Ricky just extends it by 1 more. He's on a march. This is basket 5. It's a par 3, 306 feet.
Tight again?
Tight and downhill.
Not quite as tight as last.
That disc is coming around. Steve put some juice on that mid-range, if not a putter.
I was going to say I almost got to think it was a putter with that much oomph on it. Stevie could probably throw his mid-range uphill standstill.
That's a good shot there right in front of
300 feet.
the box surrounding the basket. Ricky's got some distance to cover here. Little roll away. Nice shot. You know, Jimmy, a lot of the putters lean, but if you look at Tyler, he's almost got to stand up and pull back when he lets that thing rocket away. I have to watch his putt next time. Well, par's around. Here we go on to basket A. It's a par 3, 400 feet.
See, I couldn't even think about this.
Just blazing speed. Great forehand. There's the basket.
He overthrew the hole. I mean, that
Ought to be illegal.
yeah, it should be.
Pat the lefty, it's a natural turn for him. Backhand.
And the crazy thing about Ricky's flick shot is he's not doing a lot of S-turning and all this other stuff to get it to fly out there.
All right, let's see what shot
pop.
Steve's going to pull off here. Steve goes with the
time.
sky roller.
That's roller time.
It's got some juice. Let's see if he comes out. Oh, right around the basket. Jimmy, that's blazing shot.
I'm telling you, man.
That
Steve,
was
can
sick.
play. I saw him throwing rollers at Iron Hill, man. He was like, he just gets off on it.
Tyler gets one up high. A little off to the left. Just off the rim. Ricky picks up the par.
Okay, now you know that if Ricky just putted.
Look where Steve is sitting.
Right, Ron. He's still inside.
Wow. Beautiful deuce there. Folks, we're moving on to basket B. It's a par 3, 270 feet. Steve goes inside that tree on the left. We'll skip the end. Like a surgeon.
Nice shot. Another nice shot.
Ricky with the straddle putt. Just whips it out a little too far. Steve is in the coverage over there. Just pours it right in. Tyler with a nice putt. Okay, a birdie and 3-stroke lead by Ricky. Folks, we're on a basket C. It's a par 3, 305 feet. Oh, he just nailed that one. Pat gets caught in between the alleys.
So I wonder which alley's more wide open.
Ricky takes the right alley.
With the flick shot, though, so that was really...
I thought he would take the left alley. That would have been my thought.
I may not be seeing the hole the same as it actually is.
Nice recovery shot there.
Maybe he meant to, like, S it through.
Far be it from me to second guess Ricky WYSOCKI on his shot selection.
Right.
He's sitting there with a nice look. Jump putt. And pours it in. Case closed.
I think he took the right shot.
Steve with great extension on that putt.
Yeah, that's actually a really hard putt. When you've outdriven the guy and he pours in the long putt, 25, 30 feet seems a lot longer suddenly.
Nice putt there. Well, the bogey for Pat and a couple of birdies. Chase is still on. Who can catch Ricky? This is basket D. It's a par 3, 291 feet. Gets it low for the skip, but hits the trunk of the tree. Ricky's looking high. When he threw it high, that thing went straight up.
I think it's coming straight down, so that's like he got it.
It may still be up there. There it is. I think he
Spotter
slipped on
even
that
lost
one.
it.
I think he slipped on that one.
Can you go up high too?
He is.
Break 2.
Nice landing. Ricky's got to get it around that wood pile. Nicely done. Steve's got a good look at it. Big jump putt, curls it around. Tyler with a jump putt. Just a little bit low. Pat picks up the par. Pars around from the group. Here we are on basket 6. This is a par 3, 430 feet. Gets a roller on there.
Well, it's almost like this whole kind of like almost in a J where it comes backwards. Like you just swing around and come in. And it's got to be almost. It's got to be perfect.
Let's see how the lefty does it. Gets it low. Needs it to turn over. Pretty sweet. Early wood. It's just tucked up around the tree line there. See if Ricky has a gap to get through. Gets around. A little tough hole for Tyler. That was an interesting hole, Jimmy, as we move right on. Folks, we're at basket number 7, which is a par 4, 1,047 feet.
Slightly long. I don't think the
Great
spotter
spot.
was ready for that.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Still looking at the group ahead.
Wow.
Nice shot there, flexing back towards our cameraman. Big blast. Oh my goodness, Jimmy, that thing is turning way over. He's going to have a tough shot after that.
Well, you can see where the hedgerow is here.
Went past the line.
Oh, yeah, another roller.
Nice execution there.
that flick shot is just awesome.
My backhand start to tail off a little bit. I'll have a good look. Great shot off the branch. Skip back into the tree line. I mean, Steve puts it close.
That's just a hole not doing well from beginning to end.
There's Ricky, just got to get it around the trees there, go right through him. He does, through him.
It's so funny if you've actually talked to Ricky anytime, how he's so serious right now, and it's so weird seeing him because he's such a smiler and talk to anybody, and it's like he just looks so serious right now.
Tough hole for Tyler there with that double. All right, folks, we're here at basket 8. This is a par 3, 606 feet. Steve's shot goes zinging by. Ricky takes a different line. Almost kicked out.
Yeah, he rolled that tight. I mean, if he got through, though, he's probably going to have an easier shot.
Pat's starting to fade away.
Well, you can see the basket was down there. I mean, they've got to come back to the left. It's whether or not you want to risk this tee shot or not. How long do you want that upshot to be?
Steve gets in there. Oh, nice kick back to the pole. Ooh, Steve just grazes the chains. Tyler high chains to the left. Ricky just drills it in. Ricky still holding the line. Okay, we're on to basket 9, which is a par 3, 444 feet. Ricky cranks it way above the tree line. Oh, drops right there. Look at that. Going right at our cameraman.
Roller.
With the roller. Great view of that one. Skip it in.
Over the log.
Wow,
I
big
was
skip.
just wondering how far that log is from the basket.
Steve's got to bend it around. Nicely done. Pat knew right away that was going to go wide. And Ricky's got that great flat delivery on his putts. Got caught up in the chains instead of dropping. It just deflected back. That was a tough break. Ricky with the only par. 5-stroke lead, folks. Here we are, folks. We're on basket 10. It's a par 3, 375 feet. Wow. What a nice shot into the basket. Beautiful turnover.
Yeah, Ricky took his so much higher than everyone else.
Down on his knee. Tyler's trying to stay under the branches. Caught one. Ricky with that great drive.
There it is.
What a deuce.
I think that takes the lead back up to 6.
Ricky WYSOCKI's on a tear, folks. 6-stroke lead. It's been pretty exciting, folks. We're going to take a quick break. Please stay with us as we follow day 1 action, round number 2. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. We're on basket 11. It's a par 4, 720 feet. They can air them out here, Jimmy.
Yeah, this is I mean, on these open holes, this guy's just been. Let's see who can throw the farthest.
Great flight on that one. Steve down the right side, cutting back. Tyler got on that one.
It just depends on how long you want your up shot to be. I mean, there's no reason not to just to go for this. Yeah, I don't think he was happy with that. I just think he expected to be a lot closer.
So high highs are coming back. There we go. Circle the
Pretty
basket.
nice shot.
Definitely in Ricky's range.
Yeah, you know Steve was expecting to be a lot closer than that.
Yeah, it's the wind is howling out there. Makes it tough. Wow, just skidded off the rim, touched the chains, kept going. A rare miscue from Ricky.
Well, I think it's the second shot. You expect the second shot to be closer, and all of a sudden, like you said, you could tell the wind was blowing a little bit. The leaves were moving.
All right, well, Ricky maintains that 6-stroke lead. Tyler gets one back with a birdie. Folks, here we are on basket 12. It's a par 3, 489 feet. Great view of the basket just over the rise there near the wood line. .360 turn follow through. He wasn't real happy with that one.
Looks pretty good, though. I mean, really. I mean,
I'll take it.
would you?
Absolutely. Hold that line. That was a cannon there.
Sort of funny.
Wow.
Sort of funny because that's what he threw, too, a cannon.
Yeah, well, that was hot right out of the barrel. Big jump putt.
I think that's what Ricky was looking for, just something a little bit lower.
High cut. Oh, just caught the top.
And see, even with Ricky's miscue, he's still closer than everyone else. And in the basket.
Dead center. Well, maybe he was complaining that he didn't get the ace. Good putt.
Well, you can pretty much tell he did not mean to throw it that high. But
Well, he picks up the birdie, and the lead now goes to 7. Folks, here we are on basket 13. It's a par 3, 242 feet. Back in the woods.
tight woods. Oh, that looked like a getaway.
Took a tight line there. Off the rim. Steve for the birdie.
That was a nice drive.
Great extension again and puts it in there. Steve gets one back. Jimmy, we're on basket 14, a par 3, 228 feet.
Tight.
Lots of trees here. Smooth delivery.
Yeah,
Look at that.
Yeah. That looked like the little putter flip there.
Cuts in a little bit early. Pat down the center. Oh, just fell out.
He's really having some serious luck issues on this. Wow.
Ricky with a big straddle. High chain sinks right down to the basket. That's a tough drop off if you missed that one. Wow, Pat with a nice uphill putt. All right, 3 out of 4 birdies. We're on to basket 15. It's a par 3, 280 feet. Big uphill shot, Jimmy.
Look pretty good.
That one as well.
Yeah, this is the difference here. These guys are throwing their putters up there. And these other guys are throwing drivers, so sort of gives you an idea of.
Pat with the jump putt. Grabs the chains and slides right. Steve with a very nice drive. Nails it. Pat picks up his par. Well, a couple of birdies from Ricky and Steve. Folks, this is basket 16. It's a par 3, 258 feet.
With OB behind the basket.
Early tree from Steve. Ricky gets around those trees and starts bending back. Nice shot there.
Oh, now that looks like a local route. I didn't even see anyone else looking that way.
A tough break, another early tree. Steve catches another one. Wow, jump putt.
He has
just
hit
off
basket,
the top.
chains,
He's been all over the metal, that's for sure, Jimmy.
Oh.
Just didn't hold, just kept going.
I'm starting to feel bad now.
Pat goes by. Well, you know, Jimmy, it's the second round of day one, and
Yeah.
we're coming towards the end. It does zap you. Folks, here we are in basket 17. It's a par 3, 469 feet. Trying to cut it right in there. Kicked off to the left. It's right near the pole.
There you go.
Oh, tough roll away. Didn't go too far. Pat's just off to the left. Great putt there. Ricky with looks to be a routine deuce. Yeah, I jinxed him, Jimmy. That thing was jiggling all around in there. That was just a tough break. Pars around.
These baskets are not holding. Let me just...
Jimmy, we're on to our last hole there. This is basket 18, a par 4, 543 feet. Ricky let that one go. Woo. That was hot. Pat coming around. Turned it over. Tyler across the road. A nice flick shot. Steve does the same thing. Backhand approach.
That drive of Ricky's was a crush.
That it was. Nice
There we
finish
go.
there
We
by
got
Steve
a
Rico.
stick.
Pat on his knee with a lefty forehand. Just caught the branch.
Stay in there.
Beautiful shot there. Rocket. There it is, folks. Our day one leader, Ricky WYSOCKI, with just a great round. Jimmy, they're bogey free.
Yeah, 7-stroke lead. That he crushed that.
Gotta like that going into day two. Pat finishes up. Well, we've got 3 birdies and a par there, folks. Hope you enjoyed that great coverage here at the Greater Hartford Disc Golf Open. Stay with us and we'll wrap it up, folks. Well, Jimmy, quite a clinic by Ricky. He was bogey-free. There was 10 bogeys, 2 double bogeys amongst the 4, but none of those for Ricky. He was hot.
He was hot. I mean, he was, like you said, clinic is a good word there. I mean, except for the you know, you could almost say spit outs on 16 and 17. He put on a putting clinic. I mean, he hit everything outside of those 2 that fell out. And, you know, his sidearm is just, I'm telling you, the 2 can crush a sidearm.
Well, Jimmy, Steve certainly gave it a good run. And I'll tell you what, you said great roller in the beginning. That roller that he had that he put behind the basket was incredible.
Yes. I mean, that's what Stevie can do, man. He can, you know, he's not there just to, you know, roll over. I mean, he can play and play hard.
Well, folks, I think you saw a great event here. We thank all the volunteers and tournament director here. And once again, you know, shout out to our cameraman, producer, Kevin McGorry. He's a one-man show, and he really makes it happen. And we get lots of feedback when Jimmy and I are out on the local courses or we take it far away. We always get great vibes and comments for Disc Golf Monthly, so we appreciate your viewership. That's it for this month. I'm Carl Cubbage with fellow disc golfer Jimmy McIlvaine for Disc Golf Monthly, the show that takes you one step closer to the sport of disc golf.